best is left. I'm just logging into YouTube and clicked on MR in my subscribe bar. The first video they came up with was Steve Bannon's podcast, and the MR live was second. Well, I'm going to, I mean, that is classic being shadow banned, right? I mean, that's what that is. We being shadow banned?
Definitely.
Again, your weekly, daily reminder, whatever it is, when you hear people talk about specific evil tech corporations, they are bullshitting you. When you hear people talk about, we need to get rid of big tech, we need to get rid of the big part, we need to have some type of structural change so that these platforms don't have the power they have, that's when you know that you're hearing a valid criticism. But like the evil Facebook or the evil, like, no. Billionaires owning all this stuff, bad. Companies that buy up other companies, swallow up competitors, go cross platforms to scrape your data, bad, period. There's no good or bad ilk of those. They're all bad. The billionaire VC who owns Rumble is no better or worse than the billionaire who owns The Intercept. There should be no billionaires.
It is funny, like Russell Brand recently moved to Rumble saying he was censored by YouTube. When it was censored, it wasn't censored, it was a video flagged for misinformation, and even Russell Brand admits he was misinforming people.
You know what? I saw that clip. He said, yeah, we made a mistake. And then we fixed it. We did another video apologizing for that. And he didn't take down the first video.
Both videos are up on Rumble now, though. So, and then his complaint was, well, Maddow got stuff wrong. Why can't...
Well, you know what? I saw that clip. And let's also be clear about this. The clip that they play over and over again about Maddow is the vaccination, when it first came out, was measuring its efficacy against the wild type COVID. And at that time, the vaccine did work in that way. But there were mutations where COVID became almost something, you know, the structure more or less the same, but became something different. And that undermined the efficacy of the vaccination. And now with this bivalent, it's probably back up. But like they keep pointing to that misinformation. That's like basically like me saying like, Russia's never going, or like Russia, it would be like taking a clip of me from a year ago and saying Russia is not occupying Ukraine right now.
Right.
And they say that's misinformation. Well, look at the date in which I'm saying it.
Yeah. And then to say, like, we're fighting against the corporate media. Well, you know who owns Rumble is something called Cantor Fitzgerald Acquisition Corp 6. So they're your champion against the corporate media.
You know what? I has not been flagged from our YouTube. It hasn't been pulled down. That video I did about when I said President Barack Obama, back when he was president. He's not president anymore. That's misinformation. I mean, this is how disingenuous they are. And I got news for you. I never accepted an invitation to go on Maddow's show. Some of her biggest critics did, and they just got mad when they didn't no longer invited her. That's all I'll say about that.